1947 Chevrolet Coupe. Price $28,875. Location Conowingo, Maryland. If you're looking for a classic Chevrolet with timeless styling and the heart of a street rod, this beautiful 1947 Chevrolet Coupe is ready to make an impression. Finished in striking tuxedo black with a custom black and blue interior, this Chevy delivers exactly the kind of presence classic car enthusiasts love. The deep black exterior gives the car an elegant look, while the custom interior adds just the right amount of personality. Under the hood is a Chevrolet 350 engine paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, giving this classic coupe a proven and enjoyable powertrain for cruising. The upgrades continue with front disc brakes and power steering, making this vintage Chevy considerably easier and more confident to drive than a completely stock example. It also features a new fuel tank, along with new wheels and tires that complete the street rod appearance. Inside, the car combines classic character with modern convenience. An AM/FM Sirius XM stereo lets you enjoy your favorite music while cruising, without giving up the vintage atmosphere. And there's a fun detail that really tells you this car was built to be enjoyed. The doors can be opened with your foot underneath. It's one of those quirky touches that gives a custom classic its own personality. Most importantly, this Chevrolet looks and drives great. It's not simply a showpiece sitting in a garage, it was built to get out on the road and be enjoyed. The combination of the tuxedo black finish, black and blue interior, 350 Chevrolet power, turbo 350 transmission, upgraded braking and steering, and fresh wheels and tires makes this coupe an attractive package for anyone looking for a stylish American street rod. If you want a classic Chevrolet that blends old-school looks with practical upgrades and modern cruising comfort, this 1947 Coupe is definitely worth a closer look. Cars with this kind of attitude don't stay unnoticed for long. 1932 Ford Coupe. Price $45,000. Location Choteau, Oklahoma. If you're looking for a classic 1932 Ford Coupe with real hot rod character and a strong street-ready setup, this one deserves a serious look. This Ford combines the unmistakable shape of a 32 Coupe with a proven small-block Chevrolet powertrain. Under the hood is a 350 SBC equipped with roller rockers and 305 heads, topped with a new 650 CFM Edelbrock carburetor. It's a combination built for straightforward performance and plenty of traditional hot rod attitude. Power is sent through a TH350 automatic transmission, fitted with a new 2,500 revolutions per minute stall converter. That gives the car a responsive feel when you get into the throttle while keeping the drivetrain simple and proven. The braking and suspension have also received attention. There's a new rear brake caliper on the driver's side, along with new rear strut bars on the Corvette rear end and new shocks all the way around. Exhaust is fresh as well, with a new dual exhaust system finished with Flowmaster mufflers. So this Ford doesn't just look like a hot rod, it has the sound to match. The body is a steel coupe with fiberglass fenders, giving you the classic steel body presence while incorporating lighter aftermarket components. One particularly useful detail is the rear glass, which rolls up and down, adding a little extra versatility to the classic coupe design. This is the kind of car that delivers the proportions and attitude that made the 1932 Ford one of the most legendary hot rod platforms ever created, while giving the next owner a solid mechanical foundation to enjoy and personalize. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a local show car, or a traditional hot rod with plenty of potential, this 32 Ford has the ingredients that enthusiasts look for. Small block V8 power, TH350 automatic transmission, upgraded suspension, fresh exhaust, and classic styling. And if you're sitting on another interesting vehicle, trades are also being considered. If you want a 1932 Ford Coupe with steel body character, Chevy V8 power, and genuine old-school hot rod attitude, this is a build that's ready for its next chapter. 1937 Chevrolet Master Deluxe. Price $45,500 OBO. Location Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're looking for a pre-war Chevrolet with classic styling and modern street performance, this 1937 Chevrolet Master Deluxe two-door sedan is a serious contender. This beautifully built sedan combines vintage Chevrolet character with a proven 350 drivetrain, giving you the classic look without being locked into the limitations of an original powertrain. Under the hood is a 350 V8 paired with a 350 automatic transmission. It's a simple, proven combination that delivers the kind of dependable performance you'd want from a classic driver. The chassis has been upgraded with a Mustang 2 front suspension and a Ford 8-inch rear end. Power steering and power brakes make this vintage Chevrolet much easier and more comfortable to handle on today's roads. Inside, you'll find vintage air along with classic instruments, giving the cabin a clean appearance while adding modern comfort and useful instrumentation. The build also features a Brassworks radiator and a cooling components electric fan, helping keep the V8 properly managed while cruising or sitting in traffic. The overall result is a classic Chevy that doesn't just look the part, it runs and drives great. The Master Deluxe's elegant pre-war bodylines give it an unmistakable presence, while the upgraded drivetrain, suspension, steering, braking, and cooling systems make it far more practical for regular enjoyment. This is exactly the kind of classic that can serve multiple purposes. Take it to a local car show, cruise it on the weekend, or simply enjoy the attention that comes with driving a beautifully proportioned 1937 Chevrolet. The combination of 350 V8 power, automatic transmission, Mustang 2 front suspension, Ford 8-inch rear, power accessories, vintage air, and quality cooling components makes this a very complete package. If you're searching for a classic Chevrolet that delivers timeless 1930s style with modern drivability, this Master Deluxe deserves a closer look. It's elegant, it's powerful, and most importantly, it's ready to drive and enjoy. 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air 210. Price: $55,900. Location: Hodgenville, Kentucky. If you're looking for a Tri-5 Chevrolet that combines iconic styling with serious upgrades, this 1955 Chevrolet 210 with Bel Air trim is one you don't want to overlook. The first thing that grabs your attention is the beautiful two-tone yellow and white pearl paint. The body is aero straight, and the finish is complemented by chrome, trim, and weather stripping that all look exceptionally fresh. Inside, the tan and black interior keeps the classic Chevrolet character while adding tasteful modern touches. You'll find stock-style upholstery, new gauges, a chrome tilt column, billet steering wheel, and CD player. New tinted glass and seals complete the cabin with a clean, finished appearance. Under the hood sits a 350 V8 backed by a 700R4 automatic transmission. This combination gives the car strong performance while making it a comfortable cruiser both around town and on the interstate. Power steering and power disc brakes add confidence behind the wheel, while tubular A-arms, dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers, and a serpentine belt system bring additional performance and reliability. The stance is finished perfectly with Ridler 18-inch front and 20-inch rear aluminum wheels wrapped in like new tires. It's a setup that gives this Tri-5 a powerful presence without losing its classic identity. The engine compartment is dressed up beautifully with plenty of chrome and polished aluminum, adding another layer of detail every time you open the hood. There's also a vintage air conditioning system included. The system simply needs the hoses installed to complete the setup, and those hoses are included with the car. Add in the new gas tank, fresh glass and seals, upgraded suspension, modern drivetrain, and impressive overall presentation, and you've got a classic Chevrolet that's been thoughtfully built for both appearance and enjoyment. This is the kind of Tri-5 that looks fantastic parked at a show, but is equally at home cruising down the highway. If you want legendary 1955 Chevrolet styling with V8 power, modern drivability, and a beautifully finished custom presentation, this Bel Air trimmed 210 is a serious contender. 1955 Ford Fairlane Victoria. Price: $32,500. Location: Branford, Connecticut. If you're looking for a beautifully restored 1950s Ford with authentic styling, V8 power, and exceptional presentation, this 1955 Ford Fairlane Victoria is a classic that deserves your attention. Ford completely redesigned its full-size lineup for 1955, bringing a fresh body and interior that gave the brand a more modern and stylish presence. The Fairlane became Ford's flagship full-size model, and the Victoria brought an especially elegant two-door profile to the lineup. This example has enjoyed a complete frame-off restoration, with everything renewed and carefully finished. The car is painted in its original buckskin brown and snowshoe white combination, giving it a period-correct appearance that looks absolutely right on this body. Under the hood is a 312 cubic inch Y-block V8 producing 245 horsepower, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission with overdrive. That combination gives this Victoria the character of a traditional American V8 while allowing it to cruise the highway with impressive ease and comfort. Step inside, and the attention to detail continues. The buckskin brown interior is described as immaculate, with every detail carefully finished. All instrumentation operates properly, and even the radio is working. The exterior is enhanced by beautiful chrome wire wheels wrapped in brand new American classic 15-inch white wall radial tires. They add just the right amount of elegance while maintaining the classic 1950s appearance. What makes this Fairlane particularly appealing is the balance between restoration quality and usability. This isn't simply a car built to sit under a cover. It's been restored to be driven, enjoyed, and shown. For anyone who appreciates authentic 1950s American design, this Ford offers the style of the era with the mechanical confidence to enjoy it on today's roads. If you want a beautifully restored Ford that looks right, drives comfortably, and is ready for both the highway and the car show spotlight, this 1955 Fairlane Victoria is a very compelling choice. $1953 Cadillac DeVille. Price $24,500 OBO. Location Marietta, Georgia. If you're looking for a classic Cadillac with attitude, character, and a seriously aggressive rat rod personality, this 1953 Cadillac DeVille is built to stand apart from the crowd. The first thing that grabs your attention is the fresh faux patina finish, designed to give this Caddy that perfectly weathered, rusty look. It's not trying to be polished or ordinary. This car was built in true rat rod style for someone who wants a classic with a rebellious edge. But underneath that vintage appearance is some serious modern muscle. Power comes from a 6.0-liter LS engine, paired with a 4L80 automatic transmission. That's a combination built for strong performance and dependable cruising, giving this big Cadillac plenty of power to match its intimidating presence. The chassis and braking setup have also been upgraded. You've got power steering and Willwood power disc brakes, giving this vintage machine significantly more confidence when you're behind the wheel. Inside, the car features a nice interior that keeps the classic atmosphere while adding modern functionality. A Dakota digital cluster provides a clean, contemporary display while fitting perfectly into this custom build. And the overall theme is what really makes this Cadillac special. The faux rust finish, massive 1950s Cadillac body, modern LS power, and custom rat rod attitude create a combination you simply don't see every day. It's the kind of car that attracts attention before you even hear the engine run. Most importantly, this DeVille runs strong. It's a driver built to be enjoyed, cruised, and shown off, not just parked in a garage. For someone who loves rusty-style hot rods, unconventional classics, and cars with real personality, this Cadillac checks all the right boxes. It's bold. It's unique. It's powered by an LS. And it has the kind of presence that makes people stop and look. If ordinary classic cars aren't your thing and you want something with serious attitude, this 1953 Cadillac DeVille could be exactly the killer ride you've been looking for. $1932 Ford Roadster. Price $42,500. Location Dallas, Texas. If you're looking for a classic Ford Roadster with traditional hot rod soul and a few modern upgrades, this 1932 Ford Roadster deserves your attention. This iconic Roadster is powered by a 1953 Mercury flathead V8 that has been bored to 3 3/8 inches, fitted with a 4-inch stroke, and equipped with an Isky Jr. camshaft. It's a period-inspired power plant with the kind of character that makes a traditional hot rod special. Backing the flathead is a 5-speed T5 transmission, giving this Ford a more versatile driving experience and making it much more enjoyable when the road opens up. The body is fiberglass, keeping the car light while maintaining the unmistakable silhouette that makes a 1932 Ford Roadster one of the most desirable hot rod designs ever created. And this one has received a long list of fresh upgrades. It comes with new wheels and tires, a new battery, fresh paint, and a completely renewed interior. New gauges give the driver a clean and functional cockpit, while LED lighting and a 12-volt electrical system bring modern reliability to this traditional build. There's even USB power on board, making it easy to keep your modern devices charged while you're out cruising. The appeal here is the balance. You get the unmistakable look and personality of a traditional Ford Roadster, combined with a 5-speed transmission, updated electrical system, LED lights, fresh components, and a newly finished interior. It's the kind of hot rod that doesn't need excessive customization to make an impression. The proportions, the flathead V8, the open-air Roadster design, and the traditional spirit already do the talking. For someone who appreciates classic Ford styling and the raw character of a true hot rod, this Roadster offers an exciting opportunity. If you're after a classic hot rod with flathead power, 5-speed performance, fresh cosmetics, and plenty of character, this Ford is ready for its next chapter. 1933 Ford Street Rod Truck. Price $32,500 OBO. Location Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're looking for a classic truck with serious street presence and modern drivability, this 1933 Ford Street Rod Truck deserves your attention. Fresh out of the restoration shop, this Ford is turnkey, sorted, and ready to hit the road. Under the hood is a built 350 cubic inch V8, paired with a rebuilt TH350 3-speed automatic transmission. Out back, a Ford 8-inch rear axle with posi and a 2.79 ratio makes this truck smooth and comfortable on the highway. And this Ford isn't just about looking good. It's built to perform. You've got front disc brakes, rear coilover shocks, an updated wiring harness, jegs gauges, and a B&M floor shifter. The engine is equipped with an aluminum intake and Summit 650 CFM 4-barrel carburetor, while the side dump headers with baffles give this truck the aggressive sound you'd expect from a proper street rod. It also features a 12-gallon aluminum fuel tank and battery mounted neatly in the bed, along with jegs wheels, Hoosier rear tires, and Mickey Thompson front tires. Walk around the exterior and the quality really stands out. The all-steel body wears a fresh paint job that's less than 3 months old, giving this classic a sharp and highly desirable appearance. Inside, the custom upholstery looks excellent and shows no known issues or concerns. Even underneath, this truck continues to impress, with a clean underbody and no rust, rot, or problem areas to worry about. All lights, gauges, turn signals, and electrical components are working properly. It also comes with a clean and clear title, with additional photos and video available upon request. This is the kind of classic Ford that gives you the best of both worlds: timeless 1933 styling, strong V8 performance, upgraded handling and braking, and the confidence to drive it wherever the road takes you. If you're searching for a turnkey street rod that looks right, sounds right, and is ready to enjoy, this Ford is one you won't want to overlook. 1932 Ford Hot Rod. Price $57,500. Location Fallbrook, California. If you're looking for a 1932 Ford Roadster that delivers the unmistakable look of a classic hot rod with the comfort and reliability of a modern build, this beautiful red Dearborn Downs Roadster deserves serious attention. The car sits on a custom chassis built around a Ford 9-inch rear end and a polished Kugel independent front suspension. That combination gives this Roadster a strong foundation while adding a level of handling and refinement that makes it far more enjoyable to drive. Under the hood is a brand new 290 horsepower crate engine from AutoZone, complete with a 2-year warranty. It's fitted with an Edelbrock carburetor and backed by a 350 automatic transmission, creating a straightforward and dependable combination for cruising. And this Roadster has one feature that really sets it apart: the disappearing convertible top. When lowered, the top drops neatly behind the seats, giving the car the clean appearance of a traditional 1932 Roadster without the bulky look of a conventional folded top. Comfort hasn't been forgotten either. The car features brand new vintage air conditioning and heat, allowing you to enjoy this hot rod in a much wider range of weather. You'll also find power doors, power windows, and power brakes, adding modern convenience to the classic experience. The stance is completed with Halabrand wheels and brand new tires, giving this red Roadster an unmistakable hot rod presence. And perhaps the strongest selling point is how this car is actually used. The owner drives it almost daily with no issues. That's important because this isn't simply a beautiful garage queen, it has already proven itself as a reliable driver. The overall presentation is described as being like new, and the combination of fresh mechanical components, custom chassis, modern suspension, power accessories, air conditioning, and classic styling makes this Roadster an exceptionally complete package. If you want a 1932 Ford that looks timeless, drives comfortably, and is ready to be enjoyed immediately, This red Dearborn Downs Roadster checks nearly every box. For the enthusiast who wants classic hot rod style without giving up modern convenience, this is one 1932 Ford that's very hard to ignore. (1923) Ford T-Bucket. Price: $18,500. Location: Spring, Texas. If you're looking for a hot rod that brings serious attitude without an outrageous price tag, this 1923 Ford T-Bucket is one that deserves your attention. Titled as a 1923 Model T, this fresh build was created to deliver exactly what a traditional hot rod should: big personality, strong performance, and a sound that refuses to be ignored. Under the hood is a built 351 Cleveland 4V, giving this lightweight T-Bucket plenty of power and an unmistakable V8 character. It's paired with a C4 automatic transmission, creating a proven combination that's simple, fun, and ready for cruising. Out back, a new 3.73 Posey rear end helps put the power down while giving the car the aggressive response you'd expect from a serious hot rod. But numbers and specifications only tell part of the story. This is a car built to get noticed. The moment you fire it up, you know you're not driving an ordinary classic. It's loud, it's bold, and according to the seller, it turns heads everywhere it goes. That's exactly the appeal of a T-Bucket. There's nowhere to hide behind a massive body or unnecessary luxury. It's open, raw, lightweight, and focused entirely on the driving experience. The fresh build also means the next owner gets to enjoy the car without inheriting decades of tired components and unfinished projects. And for buyers with something interesting to trade, hot rod and Class A motorhome trades are being considered. If you want a lightweight classic with a built 351 Cleveland, AC4 transmission, Posey rear end, and enough attitude to turn heads wherever you go, this 1923 T-Bucket is ready to make some noise. 1948 Chevrolet Fleetmaster. Price: $19,000. Location: Belgrade, Montana. If you appreciate true American automotive history, this beautiful 1948 Chevrolet Fleetmaster two-door sports coupe deserves a serious look. This is an exceptionally appealing classic because it remains all original with the exception of the paint. It has not been heavily modified or turned into something it was never meant to be. Instead, it preserves the character, design, and authenticity of a genuine post-war Chevrolet. This is also a third-owner car, originally purchased in Idaho Falls, giving it a documented ownership history that adds even more character to the story. And this Chevrolet isn't just something to admire in the garage. It runs and drives great, meaning you can enjoy its classic styling from behind the wheel rather than simply looking at it. The Fleetmaster's flowing body lines, distinctive front-end design, and elegant two-door coupe proportions capture the unmistakable personality of late 1940s American automobiles. It's the kind of classic that stands out precisely because it hasn't been overdone. For collectors, the originality is the real attraction. Finding a vintage Chevrolet that has remained this close to its original form is becoming increasingly difficult, especially when the car still runs and drives well. Even better, this one comes with all the paperwork, along with extra books and a repair manual. That documentation can be extremely valuable to someone who wants to preserve the car properly and understand its history and maintenance. Original character, known ownership history, strong running and driving condition, and supporting documentation. This is a classic that doesn't need to shout to get attention. If genuine originality is what you're looking for, this 1948 Chevrolet Fleetmaster is an opportunity worth taking seriously. 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air. Price: $18,000. Location: New Concord, Ohio. If you're searching for an authentic 1950s Chevrolet with real originality and classic character, this 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air is a car worth putting on your list. This is an original car that has retained most of its original paint and its numbers-matching identity, making it especially appealing to collectors and enthusiasts who value authenticity over excessive customization. Under the hood, the original engine has been rebuilt, giving this Bel Air an important mechanical upgrade while preserving the character of the car. Power is delivered through a Powerglide automatic transmission, keeping the driving experience true to the era and easy to enjoy. The styling is unmistakably 1955 Chevrolet, with the iconic body lines, distinctive grille, and timeless proportions that helped make the Bel Air one of America's most celebrated classic cars. For the collector who appreciates originality, this is exactly the kind of car that deserves attention. Mostly original paint, numbers matching, a rebuilt engine, and a classic automatic transmission create a combination that is increasingly difficult to find. It's a car that can be enjoyed as is, preserved as a piece of Chevrolet history, or become the foundation for a tasteful restoration while keeping its original character intact. If your priority is authenticity and classic American style, this 1955 Bel Air offers a rare opportunity to own a genuine piece of Chevrolet history without going overboard on modifications. Cars like this are getting harder to find, and once they're gone, finding another with this level of originality may not be easy. $1955 Chevrolet Classic. Price: $59,000. Location: Shreveport, Louisiana. If you're looking for a classic Chevrolet with serious presence and modern performance, this 1955 Chevy 2nd Series big window cab is a truck you need to see. This beautifully built classic combines iconic 1950s styling with the kind of upgrades that make it exciting and comfortable to drive. Under the hood is a brand new blueprint small block 396 crate engine, delivering the power and character you'd expect from a properly built street machine. Backing that engine is a 700R4 automatic transmission, giving you smooth shifting and much better highway drivability. The chassis has also been upgraded with a Mustang 2 front end and a Camaro rear end, creating a strong foundation for both performance and cruising. Stopping power is handled by four-wheel disc brakes, giving this Chevy the braking confidence that a modernized classic deserves. Inside the cabin, vintage air and heat keep you comfortable in virtually any season, while the truck's classic character remains intact. The exterior is finished off with American racing chrome wheels that add just the right amount of attitude and make this Chevy stand out wherever it goes. And here's another major selling point. This truck has less than 800 miles since the rebuild. That means the new owner gets the opportunity to enjoy a freshly built drivetrain without buying into an old, tired setup. The combination is hard to ignore. Big window 1955 Chevrolet styling, a powerful 396 crate engine, upgraded suspension, modern transmission, four-wheel disc brakes, and air conditioning and heat. This is more than just a classic truck. It's a professionally upgraded driver built to deliver the look of the past with the performance and comfort you want today. If you're searching for a classic Chevy that's powerful, distinctive, and ready to make an impression, this big window cab deserves a serious look. $1938 Ford Coupe. Price: $32,000. Location: Galesburg, Illinois. If old-school hot rod attitude is what you're after, this 1938 Ford Coupe is the kind of build that demands attention. This is a full custom old-school hot rod by Fonzie's Customs, built around an all-steel body that has been chopped, channeled, and sectioned. The result is a dramatically lowered profile and unmistakable traditional hot rod character. Under the hood, you've got a 350 cubic inch V8 equipped with a polished Edelbrock 4-barrel intake and carburetor, headers, and an electric cooling fan. Power is sent through a turbo 350 automatic transmission with a floor shifter, giving this Ford a simple and proven combination that's ready for the street. The driving setup includes a tilt wheel, aftermarket gauges and tachometer, power windows and power steering, manual front disc brakes, rear drums, and a new master cylinder. Rear air shocks add adjustability and help complete the stance. The details continue throughout the car. A fresh 15-gallon aluminum fuel cell is connected with braided fuel lines and a billet fuel filter. Up top, you'll find a new 15-inch polished aluminum finned oval air cleaner and polished vintage Edelbrock finned valve covers. The exterior is finished with chrome wheels wrapped in classic white wall tires, with P20575/R14S up front and P23575/R15S in the rear. LED taillights and a matching license plate light give the car a clean finishing touch. Inside, the black and white custom interior delivers the perfect old-school atmosphere, while a Kenwood stereo and speaker box add modern entertainment without taking away from the vintage vibe. Mechanically, it has been tuned up with a rebuilt carburetor, new spark plugs, a chrome alternator, and new belts. Mileage is unknown, but what matters here is the personality. This is a great running hot rod built for someone who wants something far more distinctive than an ordinary classic. With its all-steel body, aggressive custom stance, powerful V8, and unmistakable traditional hot rod styling, this 1938 Ford Coupe is ready to turn heads wherever it goes. $1925 Ford T-Bucket. Price: $22,500. Location: Richmond, Virginia. If you're looking for a professionally built hot rod with serious show appeal and real performance, this 1925 Ford T-Bucket is one you need to put on your radar. This is an extremely nice and professionally built T-Bucket with only 8,800 miles on the build. And when you look at the equipment, it's easy to see why this car has so much presence. Under the hood is a new 350 crate engine fitted with a new thumper cam and dual 600 CFM Holley carburetors. The engine bay is loaded with chrome, including the front dropped axle and surrounding components, giving this T-Bucket an unmistakable show-quality appearance. Power is sent through a turbo 350 automatic transmission equipped with a shift kit and a nice stall converter. Out back, a brand new Curry 9-inch Posey rear end provides a strong foundation for putting that V8 power to the ground. Stopping power comes from 4-wheel disc brakes, giving this lightweight hot rod the control it needs when you're ready to enjoy the road. Then there's the hardware that really catches the eye. Rare Mickey Thompson magnesium wheels paired with Mickey Thompson tires. It's an iconic combination that adds serious old-school credibility to the build. And the attention to detail doesn't stop there. Chrome is everywhere, the paint is excellent, and the interior is finished just as nicely. There's also a stereo on board, so you can enjoy modern entertainment while cruising in this traditional hot rod. The build reportedly has around $28,000 invested in it, making the asking figure especially interesting for anyone looking for a professionally assembled car without starting from scratch. This isn't just a T-Bucket that looks good in pictures. It's a complete package with a fresh crate engine, upgraded transmission, Posey rear end, 4-wheel disc brakes, rare wheels, excellent paint, and a beautifully detailed engine compartment. If you want a hot rod that can turn heads at a show and still deliver the excitement of a strong V8, this 1925 Ford T-Bucket is ready to make an impression. For the right buyer, this could be the chance to own a professionally built show-worthy hot rod for far less than the money already invested.